And finally, in a different kind of vein, there'll be readings by Jerry Kane Rossi, reading from her just published novel. She'll be signing it to Nick Zed, a genius. Yeah, and Gigi Allin, who's down here right now. And we'll be talking with...
Gigi Allen's a genius, too.
Gigi Allen's a genius. I actually...
Nobody wants to admit it yet.
Yeah, well, Gigi, to be honest, I think that... I think Nick Zed's a fool, but...
Right.
Whatever, and a phony. Not like you, the real thing.
That's right.
Okay, that's at the Primal Plunge bookstore at 8 o'clock. Gigi?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, now, tonight, you're going to be doing, I guess, readings. Is this...
Yeah, well, I just wanted to make it clear. It's like Nick Zed and Jerry Kane Rossi are going to be. I don't know what they're going to do, but my stuff is not really poetry or fiction. The stuff that I've written is more like what I've been through, what I'm going through, and what I'm going to go through up until October 31st, 1990. So it's more going to be like a reality reading more than like a fictional thing. It's going to be stuff that I'm just going to be, you know, going into my own mind on the spot, reading a little bit, just kind of, you know, getting into my own mind, whatever I feel like doing, basically. It's
okay, why until 1990?
What's that?
Why until 1990?
That's the day I plan to commit suicide on stage.
Have you, like, set that up yet? Booked it anywhere?
I haven't booked it, but it will happen, and I want to say that the people at the Spy Lyric were completely... you know, way to fuck off base in what they were writing, saying, you know, that when Gigi Allen says he's going to do something, and you know he's going to do it. You know, and the thing is I've never, ever said that I was going to do it before, and they got this thing where, you know, Gigi's crying wolf again, and that's total bullshit. I mean, for the last 13 years, when people say, how are you probably going to die, I said, I will probably die on stage, but I never exactly set a date. Now I've set a date, and when I set a date, I'm going to do it. You know I'm going to do it. I mean, everything that I do on stage is reality.
I believe you.
And, you know, it's not phony, and it's not bullshit, and, you know, people... The only reason why people are so down on me now is because talk is cheap, but I'm actually doing it. I'm out there, you know, creating a war in the underground, and I want to start a war in the underground. I want people to leave my shows feeling like, you know, they hate my guts, or you know, somebody got hurt, or, you know, it's like a battle line there on the edge of the stage. If they cross over, if I cross over, you know, anything could happen. Because everything's just become too safe now. I mean, there really is, in my mind, there is no underground at all. So I'm trying to bring that reality of hatred and, you know, people getting their noses broken, or, you know, just complete fucking chaos. And
you're talking like the physical stuff, not just like saying it.
Really, the physical stuff. I mean, if you come, I haven't played in Boston in 8 years because nobody's got the balls to book.
Oh yeah,
me. If you've seen any of my shows, I mean, you'll see me leaving covered with blood, or whatever. You know, I've broken my own bones on stage. It's not. You know, the people that are in Boston that are saying this shit about me have obviously never seen me, or these girls like Lisa S., I don't even want to mention her name, who supposedly was my girlfriend. I've met once, and she wrote this Rape Gigi record or something, which is, I mean, the girl doesn't know me. I mean, I tried to rape her in New York City, and she didn't want anything to do with it. So, I mean, that tells you how real that situation is. But the bottom line is, if I say I'm going to kill myself in 1990, I'm going to do it. If you believe in something strong enough, then you should be willing to die for it. And, you know, we're still out there traveling in a fucking truck, you know, still making $160 a show, $50 some nights. I mean, we're not getting, you know, like Big Black or Sonic Youth making all this money. I mean, we're riding in a truck with no brakes, you know, playing for peanut butter sandwiches. So, I mean, you got to believe that what I'm doing, I mean, when I get up on stage and break bones and go to the hospital and I'm covered with blood, and I'm making $60 a night. I mean, figure it out. Figure it out for yourself. I mean, it's fucking reality. It's not anything but.
Okay, now, you said earlier that you haven't played here in a long time. I guess this summer, one of the guys in the band, like, urinated on stage or something, so then you get thrown out of the club, and then...
We've just never done good in Boston.
How about that Take It show? That Take It show back in the early 80s? Do you remember that one?
Yeah, I think that the last show we ever did in Boston was probably like 1981, and I started out in 1976, actually, with my brother. We were like the first two that got the Jabbers together.
And that was in New Hampshire, right?
Yeah, I was in New Hampshire, and then he moved to Boston to play with his band, and I kept my band going. And the thing is, though, when we started out, it was like, with the intention of maybe staying together a year and coming to Boston and just fucking up everybody's good time, just coming in and to destroying all the clubs. I mean, destruction was our main content. It's like we didn't think we'd be together for much more than a year and a half. We just wanted to come out, go into the clubs that we hated and destroy them, and then after that we'd break up, and then we figured if we can do it in one city that we could take over the world. So
okay, I got a question. Back in New Hampshire, I mean, you're the only, so far as I know, the only, yeah, you're the only like punk rock, not even punk, just guy doing anything.
I didn't even know. I don't even consider it New Hampshire anymore. I consider I'm the only one doing anything anywhere. I mean, you got bands talking about it. You got heavy metal bands going out with their headbanging thing. You know, when I headbang on stage, I bash my fucking head right through the goddamn floor. I mean, that to me is the real thing. And I just see all these bands talking a dangerous thing, but nobody's doing it. When I go out on stage, it's going to happen.
Okay, now, let me explain again here that we're talking with Gigi Allin, and he's going to be reading from his book here. Well, you might be reading from this. I'm not sure what you're doing. Yeah, well,
I'm kind of reading, and I'm kind of going off on the audience, whatever I see fit to do at the time.
You're going to improvise then?
Yeah, pretty much. But it all comes from like my head. I mean, the stuff that I've written in that book is like, well, you got to read it. There'll be some there tonight. It's, you know, I've been writing I go out on the road, I write, because, you know, it's just, I got to get this out of me. Because when I go up on stage, I mean, I just, like, blow up and explode, and people get hurt, and it's great.
It is.
I just hope that people, you know, the thing is, when I signed with Homestead, everybody got the impression that I was going to take the route that all the Homestead bands take, but they didn't realize that, you know, I've been doing this for so fucking long, there's no way I would sell out. And as a matter of fact, I'm going the complete opposite of all the bands on Homestead. I'm taking it. I'm just trying to see how far I can go, how much trouble I can get into. I've got 7 warrants out on me now in the country, and I got a couple felonies. So I'm just like running around, kind of avoiding the law, and you know, if they want to arrest me, fine, because I'm willing to go to jail and I'm willing to die for what I believe in. So if the cops want to come and take me out and arrest me for a show, for assault, or whatever they want to get me for, attempted rape or whatever, it doesn't matter, because fuck it, at least I'll have a place to stay, and, you know,
good food.
Right? Well, the food ain't good, but compared to what we've been living on this tour, yeah, actually the food would probably be pretty good. The underground bands now seem to be taking the corporate route of trying to get on big labels and bands. I mean, I just cannot see that, and I won't see it in what I do. I mean, it just pisses me off to think that bands are so overrated, and you got people like me that are actually out there fucking dying for it. And people are, I mean, especially people in Boston have this fucking lame point of view of what I'm all about, and the people won't even come out and see me when I play. They'll sit there and say, you know, Gigi's crying wolf, or Gigi's not real. When this tour is over, it's not like I'm going to go home and change my clothes, or the dog collar's going to come off, or he's going to stop drinking less or do less drugs. When I get off the road, it's the same as it is when I'm on the road. It's like fucking reality on and off stage.
So do you still live in New Hampshire?
No, fuck no. I got out of there. I'm living in Chicago.
You're living in Chicago
I've been in Chicago for 8 months, and I was living on the East Coast for 8 years. I've done more shows in the last 8 months than I've done up here in the last 8 years. You know, we've been up to California. You know, Boston just has never been a Gigi territory, so I just wanted to come back and do this show for my revenge.
All right, now, if you want to see Gigi tonight, he's going to have his book with him, Murder in Society, and all that stuff. Primal Plunge tonight, along with Jerry Kane Rossi, who's going to be reading some stuff from her book, Angel, the Criminal Kiss. She'll be signing that, too, and the phenomenal Nick Zed. Thanks for coming down, Gigi.
Yeah, we'll see you tonight, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Fuck all of you! I said what I had to say. Have a wonderful fucking life.